Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Siren Frost, and once again we're back here bringing you guys another Dragon Empire update deck profile, and this time we'll be doing Eugene. So the guy who actually played Eugene in the anime, he's a pro Vanguard wrestler, and I think his name is Hiroshi Hashima. I think so. I'll leave his name in the tag in the description as well, because this is a deck that he's inspired by. Now, this has undergone some changes too, and I don't mind that at all. After looking for some cards and some decks that might be good, I figured this is going to be a good option build as well. But yeah, let's give Hiroshi the tribute he deserves and the appreciation that he did bring a debut to his deck anyways. You guys may think, like, oh, who's Hiroshi again? Like I said before, Hiroshi, what his last name is. Hiroshi is the guy who is the blonde / black hair guy, buff, 6'5", I think. He started in Donji, I think. But he and Donji went at it in a Vanguard pro wrestler kind of facade, where Donji got his ass kicked by him, but then, little to know it, Zaxa was the one who pulled his fucking strings. I thought it was pretty funny. And Hiroshi honestly had no idea. And I think he was a present to Mori. And what she and him did that night, or how many drinks they had, I am not going to say. But Tamori sounds like she will control that guy in the bedroom. I'm sorry. But who knows? We'll see what happens in that episode. But anyways, let's get on the deck profile. And in honor of Hiroshi, we got Eugene. So for starters, of course, we're going for the same kind of riot chain. This is the double gun of Duststorm Bart. Not Bart Simpson, but yeah. And yes, he's hollowed out. Gunning of Duststorm Nigel for grade 1. Let's put them over here, make some more room and color. Okay. And then we got Cataclysmic Bullet of Duststorm Randor for the grade 2. And then finally we got Heavily Artillery of Duststorm Eugene for this deck. And so I'm going to have to read these at a time because they're part of a theme here. So of course, Bart lets you draw a card on your second turn. Nigel, when it's word upon by Randor, you soul charge 1. When your opponent's rearguard is retired during the main phase, counterblast 1, retire this unit, choose one of your opponent's rearguards, and retire it. And then Randor, his skill is when it's word upon Eugene, draw a card. Choose one card from your drop, and put it into your soul. Okay. Sorry, my eyes are a little tired up a little bit. Alright, Vanguard rearguard skill. When this unit attacks, if your opponent has 2 or more rearguards, counterblast 1 and soul blast 1, and this unit gets plus 5k power into the end of that battle. And finally, for Eugene, is a 1-turn thing. Rest 2 rearguards. Choose one of your opponent's rearguards, retire it. And this gets 10 plus 10,000 power into a turn. 1 turn only. If your opponent's rearguard was retired this turn, Soul Blast 10 cards? Hold on, guys. Oh, Soul Blast 5 cards. Okay, I'm sorry. I was going to say 10's a little too much, don't you think? Alright, look at the top. Look at the same number of cards from the top of your deck up to a number of opponents' open rearguards. Choose any number of unit cards from among them, add column to rearguard, and put the rest into your soul. Okay, so what seems like now is Eugene has somewhat inherited the Narukami unit Tempest Dragon's open rearguard building, and then you soul blast 5 cards. So soul charging in this deck is definitely an essential. And it does contain some Dark Irregular's inheritance as well. I did not know that until now, so. Well, now we all learn something different, right? And yes, I'm using the sleeves that you usually get in the boxes because I don't have the full blackout sleeves quite yet, so we gotta use some temporaries. So that was the ride deck, and now for the main deck, for trigger lineups, we're gonna be doing just the same 16 triggers. So, of course, I did convert them, like I said, into the style that I feel like is best. So we're playing four copies of White Light Dragon Parasolace. I decided to put in a little touch of Kaze in this deck because it looks like Hiromi's deck is a combination of Nubatama / Murakumo / Narukami / a little bit of Kagero / basically everything that is from Dragon Empire rolled up into one deck, pretty much. So, but it looks like it's mostly Tachikaze and Murakumo. Yeah, it looks like it's Murakumo / Tachikaze and Narukami. So, I guess it all comes down to what your personal thing might be. It's a nice mix, anyways. Conduct Spark Dragon for the main critical trigger for the deck. 4 Blaze Maiden Zonnes. 3, of course, Parama for the new front trigger for the deck. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3, this unit gets plus 5k power to the shield. And then finally, of course, we got one of those. We got one over trigger in the deck. Okay. Okay. So for grade 1s now, we're diving into 3 copies of Stealth Dragon Togachirashi. Now, he was also one of the few cards that I've been debating on putting as a 4 of, but I want to see if there's other options that I can use. So his skill is a very simple one. When this card is discarded from the hand during your turn, you may pull this card, put this card into your soul. So for Eugene, this card's a very good option card because, you know, the number of cards that you have in your soul will determine if whether or not you'll be playing Eugene's full build or not, or full ability or not. Plus other cards in the soul, pretty much. And let's see. For the next cards, we're also playing 4 Stealth Dragon Tensha Steed. Tensha Steed, right there. And his skill is when he attacks this unit boosted hits. Carablast 1 and retire this unit. Choose one of your rear guards. Search your deck for up to 1 card with the same card name as that card. Reveal it and put it into your hand. And shuffle your deck. So, technically, this could actually work for Eugene if you really want to look for him. However, you may have to... This is where I'm kind of thinking of doing, you guys. So, I know his effect is really awesome as shit because all you have to do is discard him and it goes into your soul. However, his skill is he lets you search your deck for up to 1 card of the same name. Now, the only problem is with this con here is that this card is good, but you only have to search for Eugene, not for the grade 2 or grade 1 as you normally should. But then again, it is what it is at this point. So, sorry guys, my phone's being a little pain in the butt. So, anyways, so. And then the next grade 4, or not grade 4, sheesh. Grade 1, we're playing 4 copies of Stealth Fiend Shigamanago. Shigamanago. Yeah. I don't know. I can't speak Japanese that well, so that name's going to be a little tough to do for me. But her skill is almost the same as Tensha is. When your opponent's rearguard is retired during your main phase, retire this unit. Look at the top card of the deck, and you may call a unit card from among them to rearguard. If you did not call that turn, put the rest into your soul. So it will help you regain some soul and gain some good cards for Eugene's abilities. So, and we're actually finally doing it. Yeah. Okay, so guys, this is going to be a big no-no for some of you, but for me this is only temporary. I am playing 4 of the generic complete guard to get for the trial deck. Escort, Self-Dragon, Hayashi, Kaze. Just because right now I don't have a playset of Twin Buckler Dragon or a second playset, so I can't use them. And they're in my deck right now. I mean, I would have had the chance to maybe just switch them out and, you know, I might have had a chance to switch out the Twin Bucklers with this one, just because this is a deck for that build alone. But we didn't get enough set 1 in the game in our shops. That's the sad part. So what's gonna happen is that I'm gonna have to start going to Sandy and basically just gonna have to start buying some boxes again, apparently. But eventually the deck will be fully upgraded, but sometimes these things do happen, and you gotta use what you gotta do. You gotta use what you got. But who knows? Maybe I will switch out Twin Buckler for the Hayashis, and then I'll maybe think about putting him at 4. You know, it's like a big debate right now, because I did put a lot of effort into making these decks. It took me like 12 hours, not 12 hours, that's a long time. 2 hours sometimes to debate on what cards is best, what's not built, and you know, what's good for you is the creativity part, because there is such a thing as creativity, and you are allowed to invoke it sometimes. Whether you're in Vanguard or in Digimon or in Yu-Gi-Oh, you have the option of making creative decks. Based on your playstyle, based on your personal self, and, you know, just be you and say, go fucking ham on your opponent if you want to. Or you want to be, like, stalling in some time. Don't be a troll, though. Don't be a douche. Don't be an idiot, you know, to a certain degree. But, you know, my definition of an idiot is when someone who believes that they are higher uppers and high and mighties. Fuckers, pretty much. Anyways, moving on, guys. For grade 2, we're playing 3 copies of Strong Fortress Dragon, Gibrabrachio. I thought it says Gibrabrachio, but I guess I was wrong. Now, originally I had this idea of putting 4 of him in the deck because it is a Eugene unit, and that's kind of showing me that this deck does go well with Tachikaze / Narukami cards, but Nubatama or Murakumo does not seem going to hurt either. Anyways, his skill is, if your Vanguard is Eugene, Soul Blast 1 and rest this unit. Choose one of your opponent's rearguards and retire it. At the beginning of the battle phase, if your opponent has 1 or less rearguards, stand this unit, and this unit gets plus 5k power until the end of the turn. So again, that's like a big debate whether I want to literally put him at 4 or leave him at 3 and make room for other people. And who the fuck is texting me when I'm trying to preach the word of Jesus here? Hang on, guys. I'm taking a small little breather from this. Okay. Alright, sorry guys. So for the next grade 2s, we're playing Psomophagy. The name will be in the deck list down below, but it's Psomophagy Dragon Hungersaurus. It's this guy right here. It came out from the Festival Collection, and I think it might be perfect for the Eugene build, you know, depending on your variant. During your turn, this unit gets plus 5k power, and if your opponent's front row has a rear guard, this unit cannot be attacked or... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, guys. Let me just read this carefully, because glare is kind of bad. Alright, so during your turn, this unit gets plus 5k power, and if your opponent's front row has a rear guard, this unit cannot attack the Vanguard. Okay, so that is a very unfortunate thing, but the good thing about him is he can still attack your rear guards. So, that's why you blow up your opponent's front row rear guards so he can directly attack your Vanguard. I know that's a little too far-fetched to probably say, but there you go. Pretty much. Okay, out. Alright. So now, anyways, for our final grade 2, we're playing 2 copies of Stealth Rogue of Iron Blade Oshikuni. Or something like that. He right there. So this is like a small build similar to that of the first Eugene build I did make. So, but with a little small changes. It's kind of like more Togachirashi now more than anything. So, when this unit attacks, if your opponent has 2 or less rear guards, this unit gets plus 5k power until the end of that battle. So making him a 15k attacker just so long as your opponent has 1 or less, or 2 or less rear guards. So, it shouldn't be a problem for this deck at all. So, okay, so that is the conclusion for grade 2. And then finally we're playing grade 3. So, of course we're playing 3 Eugenes for the whole Persona Ride ability. Persona Ride. And then we have Penetrate Dragon Tribash for our last main grade 3 in the deck. And then we're playing 3 normal order cards, which is Sunlight Punishment, which I think I chose it because why not? Play this card with 1 or more counterblasts if you want. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards, and for each counterblast you used, and retire it. So if you want to choose 2 rear guards, you just counterblast 2 cards. But again, that's just me, very much so. Anyways, you guys, that is the conclusion of Dragon Empire's deck profile. I know there's a third one, Dragonic Overlord, but I'm not ready to do the Phantom Blaster Dragon or Dragonic Overlord yet. So after everybody's main nation decks are pretty much done, I'm going to actually do a deck profile on Dragonic Overlord and then Counter Sanctuary, so I can make the whole nostalgic kind of workable. So, because there's a lot of baggage right there. But anyways, you guys, that is the full build of my Eugene, the newest additions with the new updates, and I hope you guys did enjoy it a lot. Hopefully, if you guys still like this content whatsoever, please subscribe to this channel as always. And if you guys like the content I do create, just, send some comments, send some love. And as always, there's a full deck list in the box down below, so don't go ahead and check that out. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all it is. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, make good choices, and I'll catch you guys next video. And as always, I've been your lovable host, Siren Frost. I'm signing out.